Okay, hopefully you can see everything here. Just do some admin, post a link to the Facebook page.
Do you do this often? To get people from my friend.
Oh, well, don't you just love Twitch adverts? Right, just posting on the Facebook page and then I'm ready to go. There we go, I posted. Right, here we go. Arkham Horror, the card game, scenario 1B of the Dunwich Legacy, The House Always Wins. First scenario for the League of Extraordinary Investigators online league. So here we have Rita Young. Can't see what you can see here. There you go, Rita Young. Signature ability: after you evade an enemy, either deal 1 damage to that enemy or move to a connecting location, but there's a limit of once per round. But my Elder Sign effect is +2, and until the end of the round, ignore the limit on the above reaction ability. Hopefully you can see my chaos bag there, made up correctly. 1 + 1, 2 zeros, 3 -1s, 2 -2s, a -3 and a -4, 2 skulls, a cultist, an Elder Sign, and a tentacle. Okay, I'm using these glass beads instead of the standard tokens. Doom, clues, horror, damage, resources. Using coin capsule instead of an investigator card. I think we're ready to go, although I don't know if it's coming through on the video all right. It's gone a bit dark. The sun's just gone in. I'm going to just stick an extra light on. See if that helps. Right. I have my phone precariously mounted on a selfie stick, sellotaped to a table mat, so I'm sure we'll be fine. I'll just shuffle up my investigator deck on camera just to be on the safe side. And the same for the nasty stuff. Whoop. Okay, I've done, just for my own convenience, I've done a little phase tracker thing because I tend to get a little bit over enthusiastic when I draw a new card and accidentally skip the mythos phase. I've been known to do that occasionally, and I'm using these little things just to help jog my memory. So for example, I've stuck a 1 on the pit boss there to remind me that he's got a special ability, because I know I always forget these type of things. Okay, so let's go. Investigator phase. I'm at La Bella Luna. I've already put the 1 clue per investigator on there. I tell you what, how about I'll do my deck first. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What have I got? Stunning Blow, Peter. Definitely keeping Peter. Stunning Blow. Probably don't need that just yet. I use the perception. I need the guts. I think I'm going to put those 2 back for later. 1, 2 more. Resourceful and track shoes. What a great comeback. Right, that'll do me. Should put those back in. And now I'm ready to go. Right, action 1. I'm going to pay 3 for the track shooters. Action 2. Let's get this first investigation out of the way. I'm going to commit perception because I've only got investigator 3 against a shroud of, investigator 2 against a shroud of 2 plus 2 for perception, so that's 4 versus 2 minus 1. Succeeded. I have investigated my first clue. And then my third move. I think I'm just gonna roll a resource. Okay, investigation round 1 done. Enemy phase. Clover Club pit boss moves here. Upkeep card. Unexpected courage. Resource. Mythos phase. How about do them on the agenda first, eh? Do them on the agenda. Cursed Luck. Put Cursed Luck in my threat area. I get -1 skill value during skill tests. If I succeed at a skill test by 1 or more, I can discard it. Okay. I need to move. So I'm going to... Yeah, action 1. Move to the Clover Club Lounge. Shroud 2, no clues. While it is Act 1, which it is now, we gain discard an ally asset from your hand and gain 2 clues. I'm not losing Peter yet, sorry guys. Limit once per game. Okay, there's no clues. Action 2, move to the bar. Spend 2 resources, gain 2 clues, draw 2 cards. Remember that you have had a drink. Limit once per game. So that was 1, 2 actions. Third action. I'm going to spend the 2 and have a drink. So that's gain 2 clues. I've got my little reminder there about the pit boss, but he's not in my location, so that's fine. 1, 2 clues and draw 2 cards. Survival instinct and lucky. Okay, that's me done. Enemy phase. Hunter moves towards me. Upkeep. 1 card. So I picked up 2 there, so I'm going to reshuffle. I could have saw the second one. And the resource. Mythos phase, 3 on the agenda. That's 2 out of 4. I've still got Cursed Luck because I've not done any checks. I've got Cursed Luck again. I assume they double up. There's nothing to say they don't. Right, Investigator round 3. I've had my drink. I'm just going to stick a red damage on there just to remind me because I am quite forgetful. Let's go to the card room. Reveal. While it is Act 1, I can spend 2 resources to reveal a random chaos token. If it is the Elder Sign, gain 2 clues and 2 resources. If it's an even number, gain 2 clues. If it's an odd number or a symbol, nothing happens. Okay, I need 1 more clue. I'm not discarding Peter. I've got 2 more rounds before the the agenda advances. I'm going to spend 3. No, let's take the risk. I'm going to do the 2. I'm going to do the gamble. So I spend 2, reveal a random chaos token. So I want an elder sign or an even number. Right, nothing happens. Second action, I'm going to take a resource. Third action, I'm going to do it again. Wait a minute, have I used too many actions? Or 1, 2, 3, 1. I think I did move and yeah, I think I used too many up, and I can't do this third one. Okay, so I'm done here then. 2 cursed logs. Right, enemy phase. Pick up boss moves here. We'll keep resource and a card. Cherished keepsake. Ready. Mythos phase. Doom on the agenda. 3 out of 4. Something in the drinks. Each player who has had a drink loses 1 action. I have had a drink, so I only have 2 actions. And this game's Surge. Opinion's Thug. Okay, this could work quite well. Investigation phase. Right, I'm going to evade the Thug. So that's 5. 5 of it against 2. But that goes down to 3 against a 2 because of the 2 cursed looks. 3 against a 2. Sorry, no, 5, 6 minus 2, so it's 4 against 2. Let's go for it. Passed. But I didn't pass it by more than 1, so I've evaded the Thug. I'm going to use Rita's ability to just stick a damage on him for that. I didn't need to engage the Thug, did I? Because he's got aloof. So he would have just been sat there. Let's take that back. Okay. Right, aren't I? Forced. No, each criminal enemy gains aloof. He's a criminal, he's aloof, so I would have to engage him to evade him. Right, okay, he's not engaged with me then, so I'm just going to let's do the 2 actions again, the 2 resources again on a token pull. Even number, that'll do. So that's an even number. Gain 2 clues. When the investigators have collected the requisite number of clues, they must immediately spend them to advance. So that's 4 clues per investigator. Advance. Put the set aside Darkened Hall into play. If it is Agenda 1, which it is, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a criminal enemy is discarded and spawn them in the Darkened Hall. Okay, so Rats, Cursed Look, Twist of Fate, Rats, mobster. So the mobster is in the darkened hall. So I've had one action just doing the 2 resource pools, token pool, 2 resources for a token. The agenda is going to advance and then after this round, so these guys are going to lose aloof. I think I forgot to move the pit boss, didn't I? Oh well, we'll see what happens. Well, hopefully my verifiers can pick me up on this. I'm going to retroactively move him, which I believe I missed. So he would have been here at the time I pulled the tokens. Does 2 damage to me. If I'm wrong, oh well. Grim roll, I suppose. Not really. Okay, so for my second action, I will move the darkened hallway. He ignores me because he's aloof. Reveal the darkened hall. Put into play the 3 set aside back hallways. 3 set aside back hallways. One, 2, 3. I only get 2 actions because there's something in the drink, so that's me done. So that guy's going to be evading me and engaging with me on the next turn. And I've got 2 flipping cursed looks. This isn't a brilliant start. And I've got the pit boss breathing down my neck. Okay, enemy. Pit boss moves towards me. So he's here as well. Banyan's thug stays there. Upkeep. Resource and a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna have to discard one. Another cherished keepsake. Okay. Mythos phase. 4th Doom on the agenda. So that advances. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Because this is the first scenario, advance to agenda 2A. 2A, underground muscle. Most of the other patrons seem oblivious. You're about to get roughed up. Spawn a random enemy from the set aside hideous abominations in the Clover Club Lounge. So here's the hideous abominations. What do you reckon? 1, 2 or 3? Let's go for the middle one. Servant of the Lurker. In the lounge, was it? Yes. Shuffle the rest of that encounter set and the set aside striking fear. And the discard pile. Move all investigators and unengaged enemies from La Bella Luna to the Clover Club Lounge. Remove La Bella Luna. But there's nobody there anyway. Let's take it out. What am I doing? Oh, for goodness sake. Why did I flip that to 2B straight away? I need to take these back out again, don't I? This is great, isn't it? Aren't I doing well? I bet my verifiers are really enjoying this. I'm so obsessed with making sure I don't miss a rule that I'm doing too many of them. Take the servant of the lurker back. So what I should have done is shuffle the encounter deck. As they don't use Nations back out. As part of those. What an idiot. Absolute idiot. So I shouldn't have even removed Berlin, I should have now. Not that it makes any difference, there was nobody there anyway, I don't think. Right. Investigation phase. No, I need to draw a counter card. Hunted down. Revelation. If there are no unengaged criminal enemies in play, hunted down gains search. Right. Because we've advanced, these guys lose aloof, so they are both engaged with me. And that one isn't a damage, that one is just my mental reminder about gaining clues when his presence. Right, investigation phase. Rita, do your stuff. So no, sorry, let me just finish this one off. So if there are one or more unengaged enemies in play, one unengaged enemy there, he moves at one location towards me. So he will engage me. Each criminal enemy that engages you as a result of this effect makes an immediate attack. So it's only him that engaged me as a result of this card. The other two engaged me as a result of losing aloof. So he attacks, 2 more damage on me. Great start. And I've now got 3 of the beggars. Investigation phase then. Going to use Survival Instinct and evade one of a, well, evade the thug. I think he's got the lowest. No, I'll evade the pit boss. So I've got 5, 6 evade, 7 with Survival Instinct against a 3. Seven against a 3, brilliant. So I'm going to evade the pit boss, use Rita's ability to stick a damage on him. Because of Survival Instinct, because it was successful during the evasion attempt, the evading investigator may disengage from each other enemy and may move to a connecting location. So they stay here but are still ready, if I'm reading that right. Rita will move to a connecting location, VIP area. One clue there. and because I passed the skill by more than one, you can lose both of the cursed looks. So that was a good result in one action. Okay, so while I'm here, I need 2 clues, so I need one more. So I need that clue, and I need to be in the VIP area, so let's go for it. Second action. I'm going to throw in, so my investigation is 2 against a 3. I'm going to throw in unexpected courage, so that's an extra 2, so that's 4 against 3. I'm going to throw in resourceful, 5 against 3. 5 against 3, 0. Wow. That was my second action. First action was that evade hat trick with a free move. Second action, investigate, which I've done. Do I advance? Or wait? No, I'm going to advance. Spend the 2 clues to advance. Remembering I still have my third action to do. Right, if we have not completed extracurricular activity, which we haven't, you find Dr. Morgan gambling in one of the VIP rooms with his playing cards with 2 unconscious bodies. So we put Dr. Morgan in the VIP area. And we advance to Act 3A, all in. Act 3A, all in. With or without Dr. Morgan, you have to get out of here fast. While he is not controlled by a player, he gains parley. Test 3 head to shake him out of his daze. If he succeeds, stick a clue on him. If there's a clue on him, we take control of him. Objective: if each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. So, I need to get hold of Francis and then get to the escape, which is one of these 2. So I've got 1 action left this turn, so those guys are going to stay there. He's exhausted, so he's not going to move to me, so I've got an extra round before all hell breaks loose. So let's go for it. I need a 3 head to parley. Sorry, they're the cards I could. Oh, and because of resourceful, I can search my enormous discard pile for a survivor card, not called resourceful. So I'm going to take that survival instinct back. Okay, third action. Let's try parleying with what's his face. I've got a head of 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Is 5 going to be enough? I've got to look if it doesn't work. Okay, 5. 5 against 3. -1. Wow. The Chaos Bag's being good to me. So I take control of Dr. Morgan. That's my third action taken. Right, enemy phase. Those guys haven't got Hunter, have they? No, so those guys stay where they are, but the pit boss wakes up. Upkeep, resource and a card. Another survival instinct. This could be quite handy. Right, Mythos phase. 1 doom on the agenda. Arousing suspicions, place 1 doom on each criminal enemy at your location. If no doom was placed, lose 2 resources. Okay. Investigate. Right. Action 1, move here. Before they engage, exhaust track shoes. Do an evade test of 3. That's 6 versus 3. 0. I can move to a new location, so I shall move here. Art gallery. That's too good to be true. Right, so kind of stuck now, aren't I? Well, not stuck. I can investigate there to get that victory point, which will give me a clue. But then when I go here and escape, I will drop that clue there, which means I don't get that victory point. So I've got to try and remember now what was the easiest one to investigate. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm here now anyway, so shall I investigate 2 on 2? I haven't got anything to help me actually, so I've done one action. I could try a 2 on 2 investigate. My second action, I'm just going to pay 0 to equip the... Actually, no. What are their damages? No one's going to do horror to me anyway, they're all just going to beat me up. 1, 2, so that's 4 damage heading my way if they all successfully attack. I've only got 5 left. Well, I've got 2 survival instincts on me. And I've got a lucky, so I think between those 3 cards I should be alright at getting away from those guys. Although ideally I could do with killing the Pit Club boss to get the victory point. So far, I'll put that clue on there. So far I'm only heading for 1 victory point, which is pretty poor. Well, what have I got to lose? Let's try 2 on 2 investigate. I could throw Francis Morgan in, I suppose. Make 3 on 2. Got unlucky. Yes, do it. Sorry, Frank. 3 on 2. Cultist. -3, so failed. Okay. Or... No, I was doing a test on a 2. I had 2. That was a -3, so that drops it to 0. I'm going to pay 1 for the luck and put lucky in. As a fast, play when you would fail a skill test. Get +2 added to your value. No, that doesn't work, does it? Because I was at 2. No, forget that. Okay. Yeah, because 2 + 2 is 4, -3 is 1, so I still fail. I was thinking the -3 didn't take me below 0, and then I get the 2 added on to the end, but it doesn't work that way, does it? Third action. Could really do with that meat cleaver, so I'm gonna... Oh, he's gonna engage me. I'll take a resource as my third action. That's me done. Okay, enemy phase. Pit boss moves to me, which also means he will ready and attack me if I try and get this resource, so I think I have to kill him. Those guys stay there. Upkeep, resource and a card. That gives me enough for my meat cleaver or Peter. My card is winging it. Location gets -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is still recording, isn't it? Yes, that's all right. I'll move these up a bit so you can see them a bit better on a nice pixelated mess of a screen. Okay, Mythos. Boom. Encounter. Twist of Fate, reveal a random token. I think it's that kind of bad stuff starts coming out, isn't it? -1. So an elder sign of a positive number if nothing happens. another number, take the damage. So that puts me to 5 against Rita's 9. Okay, investigation phase. So Pit Boss is actually engaged with me because he's no longer aloof. He's got 1 damage on him already. So I'm going to evade. 6 against 3. Pay 1. Use lucky to make it 8 against 3 minus 4. That passes. So he's exhausted and has another damage put on him thanks to Rita's ability. So he's back there and exhausted. I still can't get that clue because he will ready an attack. I could do with killing him for the points. He's got a fight of 3, I've got a fight of 3, and I've got nothing I can add to it other than my meat cleaver, which I don't have yet. So that was my first action, was evade. Second action, gain a resource. I have 3. Third action, equip meat cleaver. Not that it does any extra damage, but it boosts my attack. So that's Rita done. Enemy phase, those guys stay there. He readies, re-engages with me. Upkeep, resource and card. Peter. So done with him earlier. Okay. Action 1. Evade. Pickle Bus. 6 against 3. Minus 2. Evade. Stick another 3 damage on him. So he's at 3 out of 4. And then whack him with a meat cleaver. So that gives me 3, 4 fight. Against 3. It's not great, but it's the best I can do. Oh my word. 4 against 3 successful. Pit Club Boss. He's dead. He is in my victory display. That token can come out of there now, so I don't need that reminder. Second action. I need to get that investigate done, don't I? 2 on 2. With nothing. I can play 1 for winging it to make it... That drops it down to 1. So I'm doing a 2 against a 1. Skull minus 2. Or I could spend 2 resources to treat it to 0, but I don't have the 2 resources. 2 against a 1. That's a... Right, okay, third action. I could play winging it for my resource pile, but I don't have a resource. So I'm just gonna... I draw a card. Stone blow. That's my third action. I've not signed. Have I missed a mythos phase? Don't think I have. Right. Enemies stay still. Upkeep, resource and a card. Mythos phase, Doom on the agenda. That takes us to 3. This is where the nasty stuff happens, isn't it? And this is where the stuff I did before happens because I'm an idiot. Right, spawn a random enemy. do you reckon? Middle one? Go on then. Conglomeration. Random enemy at the Clover Club Lounge. Shuffle the rest of that set and Striking Fear and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Agenda 3A, Chaos. At the start of each enemy phase, discard each criminal enemy in the same location as an abomination enemy. I'm going to stick a little one there in the enemy phase to remind me that something different is going to happen there. Right. Investigation. We need that clue to at least get a second victory point. So I'm doing 2 against 2. I no longer have Loki. I'm going to pay 1 to be winging it from my discard pile. So I'm doing 2 against 1 again. I'm just going to commit that to make it 3 against 1. Rather than do the old 3 against 1, 0, passed. Right, because winging it was successful, I shuffle back into my deck rather than discarding it. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, so that was my first action, getting a clue. Second action, move here. Before they engage, let's do an evade test with the track shoes. So that's 6, and I'm testing 3. -1, passed. So I immediately move to a new location for free and exhaust the track shoes. Pack hole doorway. 1 clue's there, so I'm not going to get that victory point. Escape, resign. Well, apart from me being an idiot and doing lots of things wrong and hopefully catching them and recovering them all, I don't think I did too bad there. So that's 1, 2, 3 victory points. I've taken 5 damage. I only took 7 turns, that can't be right. I'll have to watch back through the video and check. Maybe it's 8 turns because of the one before the first phase. Wow. Yeah, I think that went reasonably well. I'm sure you guys will find plenty of things that I did wrong. But yeah, I think Rita sailed through thanks to her trusty trek shoes and high evade. Okay. Thank you very much. See you next time.